When I was a kid, I had a problem with letdowns. I would get so worked up, look ahead so much to the big events on my calendar, whether it was the first basketball game of the season or a trip to Six Flags amusement park. I would play out these events in my imagination, so much so that when finally the day arrived, when the moment was happening and I was inside of it, it didn't really feel real sometimes. I couldn't really be present in it. And I wonder sometimes if something similar happens to us when we finally reach Easter. We spend so long in that slower, more careful pace of Lent. We spend moments delving into the real darkness, the true abandonment of Holy Week. And if we attend carefully to those practices, it's hard sometimes to transition into the light, the truth of Jesus coming back, being in his body and visiting his friends again. William Willimon reminds us that what happens on Easter Sunday is not the end of the story. What happens on Easter Sunday is the beginning of the story for Jesus and his disciples. The question for us now is, how do we live? How do we testify to the truth of the resurrection? On Sunday, we're going to gather for a live Zoom service. I'm going to talk about this question, and we're going to look at that wonderful passage from the book of Acts that talks a little bit about how the first disciples lived, how they organized their lives, what they did with their money and their goods, as one way of exploring how the resurrection might be lived out. And we also have a plethora of wonderful programs and events for you this week. Morning walk at Point Pinole on Thursday. In the afternoon, we'll visit with our beloved Glenna Seeley and hear about her spiritual journey. On Friday afternoon, we'll have a session where we look at poems of resurrection. So lots to look forward to this week, and I hope and pray that you are finding your ways to live out and live into this resurrection truth. Christ is risen. Amen.